Yo, what's up, Sagittarius? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of February 2018. Sagittarius, I was taking a look at some planetary aspects this month. I noticed a theme. I noticed that in the first half of the month, some of you were attracted to someone who is a communicator. So who do you know in your life who's a communicator? Who do you know in your life has a lot of messages to convey, whether they do it verbally or potentially they do it through writing, but they definitely have a lot to say and knowledge that they potentially like to share. And then towards the second half of the month, the theme shifts more towards someone who is under the same roof as you, especially if you're coupled up. So, someone who's right for you, if you're coupled up, potentially you're with the right person. So if you live with your significant other, potentially this is the right person for you. Now, others of you, I know this is more of a specific thing, but if you're single, potentially a few of you might know somebody through your home or your family situation, or if you're in an alliance potentially and things aren't going so well, potentially, yeah, you might know somebody else through your home or your family situation who's the right person for you. And then mid-month, there's going to be a partial solar eclipse, new moon partial solar eclipse. This one has to do with communication. This one has to do with learning. So potentially some of you are going to be learning something new. What's a subject that you're interested in, Sagittarius, that you like to learn more about? Potentially you're going to be learning more about it in the 6 months that follow February 12th when the new moon hits. And the sun is going to be in an area for you, Sagittarius, throughout the month of February 2018 that does have to do with communication. So, yeah, communication is a big theme in your life throughout the month of February 2018, especially for the first 3 weeks. So, if there is something that you want to learn about, then this is a great time to do it. If there's a particular subject that you want to know more about, now's the time to start researching. And for others of you, this is really going to give you the gift of gab. So this is the first 3 weeks of February, a great time for you to go on a sales pitch, or if you're someone that needs to do a job interview, this is a great time for that. And then the sun is going to shift on February 18th. It's going to move into an area that's more about your home and your family situation. So it's going to be, obviously, you're going to be interacting more with your family following February 18th, and others of you are just going to want to relax and kick your feet back at home. But those are the main themes for you, Sagittarius, for the month of February 2018. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological events that are set to occur this month and what they mean for you. Right off the bat, on February 1st, Saturn is aspecting Juno, and Juno is all about soulmates. So, it has to do with what I said in the beginning of the forecast. So I'm not saying all of you are attracted to someone who's a communicator, but some of you are, because Juno is in this area for you, Sagittarius, that has to do with communication. So potentially the person who's right for you, or if you're looking for a soulmate, is someone who does have a lot to say. They have a lot of messages to convey. They have knowledge that they like to share, whether they like I said previously, whether they like to do it verbally or if they do it through writing. Now, for others of you, money matters may come up on February 1st, and you might be having a conversation about money on February 1st, and that's because Saturn is in your area of money, and it just got there not that long ago, and it's going to be there until December 2020. So with Saturn in this area, it's going to probably restrict your money situation a little bit. Money's not going to feel as plentiful as it usually has, and this is going to be an influence that's taking place for the next 3 years. And for some of you, this is going to lead to a total restructuring regarding the area where you make your money. So it's going to align you more with your fate and your life path regarding what you're supposed to be doing to make your money, Sagittarius. On February 3rd, the sun is facing off with the North Node. So you have sun on this end of the sky, North Node this end of the sky. They're making exact opposition to each other. And for some of you, this is you wanting to communicate with someone who is from a cultural background that's different from yours. For others of you, somehow faraway places are factoring into your life right around February 3rd. And for some of you, this is you thinking about a spiritual subject potentially. Maybe you're having a difficult time understanding a spiritual subject because it is in opposition. So some of you do need more clarity about a spiritual subject, and there might be someone in your life that can give you more insight about it. And others of you are looking to some of you are looking to communicate with someone who is more of a spiritual figure in your life right around February 3rd. On February 8th, Mercury is aspecting Neptune. And this is conversations in your home life situation. And some of you might be having a secret conversation with someone who is somehow connected to your family potentially, Or for others of you, this is you with the influence of Neptune. Neptune could be like illusion. So for some of you, I'm not sure why, but some of you might be trying to create some sort of illusion potentially in your home life situation. And it's definitely the influence of Neptune there. So Neptune is like, you can't really see things clearly. Neptune is can be like a big fog machine sometimes, and it turns on the fog really high. And some of you might be trying to do that on purpose. Some of you might be a little bit underhanded, or acting in a way that's sort of concealed. And potentially this has to do with a home life situation. It's like you don't want someone in your home life to see something potentially. I'm not saying that's going to resonate for all of you, but for some of you, yes. On February 12th, Mars is in your sign. It's aspecting Uranus, and Uranus is the planet of the unexpected. Mars is in your sign. It's really powering you up, Sagittarius. It's really charging you up. And potentially some of you, this might be charging up your libido. And Uranus is in an area that has to do with true love in your life. So something unexpected could come up in your love life. So this could happen sort of spontaneously. And Mars and Uranus, they are sort of volatile together. And I'm not saying there's going to be something volatile that's going to happen on February 12th. But if you're having difficulty in a love situation, anything you've been holding in might come out right around February 12th. If you're really dissatisfied about something in your love life, right around February 12th, you might see it come out. And for others of you, this might just be a passionate encounter that you're looking to have with someone who you're romantically attracted to. So it's going to resonate differently for all Sagittarians on February 15th. The new moon partial solar eclipse will hit in an area for you that has to do with learning. So potentially some of you are going to be learning something new in the 6 months that follow February 15th. So it's going to hit on February 15th. The 6 months that follow February 15th, now all of a sudden you're learning something new. And think of a subject that interests you, Sagittarius. How is this fitting in your life uniquely? Now, others of you might go on more short distance trips in the 6 months that follow February 15th. Others of you might be communicating with your siblings more in the 6 months that follow February 15th. This has to do with your fate and your life path. So this is a good time if you're looking to get a new car. Then you might want to start looking following the new moon partial solar eclipse. It's going to occur on February 15th. And only a handful of you are in the entertainment industry. But if you are, like if you're into radio, film, media, music, whatever, any of the aforementioned, then you might see a new development with any things that I just mentioned following the 6 months that follow February 15th. On February 20th, Mercury is aspecting Pluto. This is conversations in your home life. This is conversations about money potentially for some of you. These could be intense conversations. This conversation might be a little bit more profound. On February 22nd, Saturn is aspecting Ceres, the largest asteroid in our solar system. Ceres is retrograding on February 22nd. And this has to do with money and a faraway place, or some of you planning. I'm not saying this is a pretty specific thing. So anybody who's looking to spend money to go somewhere far away potentially, you might see maybe a conversation or some sort of interaction or exchange come up on February 22nd that has to do with what I just mentioned. Now, others of you might be trying to make adjustments in the area where you earn your money right around February 22nd. And Ceres has to do with separation, and I know that's a very specific thing because obviously not all Sagittarians are going to separate from an existing way that they earn their money. Yes, some of you are, and Ceres aspect to Saturn on February 22nd might be the indicator for a couple of you that, yeah, maybe you are separating from something that you were doing previously to earn your money, and that's just going to make room for something new to come in that's much better, that's more aligned with your fate and your life path. Others of you are just making adjustments within the existing area where you earn your money, potentially trying to get some more freedom in your life. Ceres is in this area that has to do with freedom in your life, Sagittarius. So yeah, some of you do need more freedom in your life. You spend too much time in the area where you earn your money. One select group of you might have something to do with faraway places right around February 22nd. On February 25th, Mercury is aspecting Pallas Athena positively. So this is a great aspect, actually, because your mind is going to be really sharp on February 25th, Sagittarius. So this is one of those days where you're just going to get up, you're going to go to work, everything's going to go great at work. You might even get some time like after work to get some fitness in, and then you can go home and still enjoy some time with your family. So you're really going to be on the mark on February 25th, and everything's going to be running smoothly. And on February 27th, Venus is aspecting Pluto. And this is where, like I said in the beginning of the forecast, some of you are attracted to somebody. This is a pretty specific situation. So, if you're single, potentially some of you are attracted to somebody who you know through your home and your family. Otherwise, this aspect is indicative of you are obviously attracted to the person who lives under your roof with you. So if you do live with your significant other, then this person is the right person for you. Venus is in this area of home and family for you on February 27th. It's aspecting Pluto. You have a deep connection with whoever is living under the same roof as you. And some of you might be spending money to beautify your home right around February 27th. I think that's all I have for you this month, Sagittarius. Thank you for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like. I'm on Instagram as Gregory Furlan Astrology. I'm on Facebook, Gregory Furlan. Thank you for watching. Have a great month. I'll see you next time.